Well, today has been uneventful. Hey, Bams. Oh, good boy. Just going out for a walk with Bambi. Fortunately, tomorrow has been canceled because of weather. But I got called for another show, so it all worked out. Usually things work out in my favor, I would say. I personally... Where's Bambi? There he is. Behind the tree over there. I would like to work more often. My goal for the year is to work 1 out of 2 days. Last year I worked about, or just over 1 out of 3 days, which to a lot of people isn't a lot of work. But when you take into consideration the amount of hours that we work sometimes, 12, 14, 16-hour days, 18-hour days, then those hours add up. And it's not that I'm lazy, it's just that's the nature of the business, like I always say. So tomorrow, I'm working in Riverview, probably, and should be fun. I think I'm playing some sort of patient, which is whatever, that's cool. Anyways, we're gonna go for a walk, then we're gonna go to Salvation Army, do some thrifting, see if we find anything, and yeah, I gotta call my sister and see what her sisters and see what they're up to tonight. Okay, let's continue walking. So there wasn't a lot for thrifting wise, but actually there was a few things. Just I didn't want to spend money on those things. So what did I get? My phone case is falling apart basically, as you can see. It's just hanging on by a thread. But this phone case goes with another part that slips onto the back. It's the battery case and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, I'm going to be selling that phone soon. And I don't know, phone case is $3, got 3 of them. If anything, it makes it more desirable to when I sell the phone for someone trying to buy it, I think. Free phone cases with the phone are always good. And then I got this. I've always wanted one. Trying to take the tie-dye hoodie. I've wanted one forever. How much? $6.99. I'm so stoked on that. I've wanted a tie-dye hoodie for a very, very long time. I would rather have like a hoodie rather than a zip up. Whatever. It's good enough for me. Oh, hello. Oh, what a goofy dog. Okay. Let's see if I can get this pony alright. That should be fine, I think. Yeah, put this sweater on. I wish I had a flip out screen. Alright. I'm so happy about this. Been wanting one forever. Whoa. It's like brand new. It is brand new. Oh wait. Didn't even try it on. I just knew I was gonna get it. Whoa. Looks like it fits alright. That's red. Okay. Well, I'm happy about this. Hey, come here. Hey, come here. I had this great teacher in elementary school. Her name is Mrs. Brown, and maybe 6 years ago, a friend of mine was looking for her phone number, and I found it, and she was, this friend that I went to elementary school was saying that Mrs. Brown wants to talk to me. Her name is Gladys Brown. I always think about giving her a call, and sometimes, I don't know, not always, once in a while. anyways, she's a great teacher. She's one of my most memorable teachers. I remember most of my teachers from school, and I remember that most of them weren't very intelligent, I would say. I've had teachers who threatened to beat me up. I had teachers who made fun of me in class. I had teachers who didn't believe me when I answered questions. I've always had kind of like an afro, not straight hair like this, but like the old videos I had like an afro. And I guess people just don't take you seriously if you're not clean cut. For some reason, I don't understand that. I think though that's a thing that's learned. Anyways, what Miss Brown was, one thing that I remember was Mrs. Brown taught us as a class. When you're reading a book, if you don't know a word, you look it up in the dictionary before you move on. Otherwise, you can't grasp everything that is trying to be said in the book. And I don't do that with everything that I read, but I do that with most. Oh no, maybe not most. I do that every so often when I'm reading something. So I started reading the Book of the Law. It's by Aleister Crowley, and I haven't even gotten past the first page. It's not even the first page. It's just the title page, and this is kind of like a occultist kind of book, so it's kind of weird. So on the front he has this, some symbols back from that, which some people say it means the devil or whatever. I don't really know what it means, so that's why I'm reading this, so that I understand what is going on in this book, so that I have an educated idea about this. So anyways, in the first couple pages it goes, the Book of the Law, technically called Liber al Veges. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Latin. And that was the first thing that I had to look up because I didn't know what it meant. Liber al Veges. Liber al vel leges. And I haven't even, and from there I've read like 9 Wikipedia articles about that title, and that's the title of this book. And that's how far I've gotten, and it literally took me like 2.5 hours of reading different articles in Wikipedia, and I think that's mostly what I was doing, is reading Wikipedia articles, because it links from one article to the next, and the next, and the next, and the next. And I finally, I think, have 1 more or 2 more Wikipedia articles to read before I can continue. And then I have to look up sub figura. I don't know what that means. And then there are Roman numerals, CCXX, and then it goes as delivered by XC III equals 418 to DCLXVI. And yeah, I haven't even gotten past that first page, so I haven't been able to continue reading this book. And then we go to the copyright page and then the introduction. But that's how Mrs. Brown taught us how to read a book, is if you don't know something, if you don't know what a word means, you look it up and then you continue. And if you can't look it up, what's the point of continuing? Because you're never going to understand what the book totally means without looking it up. And it's very interesting what I've started to learn from just looking up that title. Liber al vel leges. Liber al vel leges. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly because Latin is an old forgotten language, and anybody who thinks they can speak Latin didn't live when Latin was around. So it's all just a guess. I am going to use it with a Spanish accent. Liber al vel leges. If I can, that's not very Spanish accent. Sub figura. And that's how I'm going to read Latin. And you can tell me I'm wrong, but you don't know right from wrong because you weren't around. And whoever says they know how to pronounce and read Latin, they might know how to read it. They're just guessing at the pronunciation. So anyways, I haven't even begun to read this book. I've only read the title page. And it's been a couple hours of reading, which is cool. I like learning a lot. I like looking up words. I like figuring things out that I thought I knew the definition of, and realizing I don't know the definition. I know kind of what it means. Anyways, I like I like learning for myself, and I like those kind of things. I use the word like a lot, apparently. So anyways, that's what I've been doing tonight. And kind of taking a break watching Gangs of New York, and then I watched this other film. It's called Afro Tanaka. Really bad film, Japanese film. Super melodramatic, and yeah, it's not a typical Japanese film, but kind of a typical Japanese film. I've watched a bunch of Japanese films, and this one is really like annoying Japanese film, to me at least. No offense to the film itself or to the people who made the film or the fans. Just my opinion is that I didn't like the film. It's melodramatic and it's super slapstickish, kind of corny, and they use the same kind of shtick for jokes over and over and over and over again. And I guess if you're a fan of that kind of thing, and if you're a fan of the actor and a fan of the whole, I don't know if it's a comic or not. If you're a fan of that, and I get why people would like it. I just didn't like it. Gangs of New York is one of my favorite films. It's difficult to watch though. It's like super, super downer, and it's like fight, blood. Not a lot of gore actually, just fight, death, and sadness. And I guess that's kind of the feeling that they want to portray about New York 150 years ago or whatever. It's a great movie. It really is a great movie. I don't know, I just have to be in the mood to watch it, so I kind of stopped watching it and just was listening to it while on my iPad. Anyways, that's what I've been up to tonight. Today it was pretty uneventful, I guess. I don't know. Tomorrow I'm on set. I'm in Riverview. Yeah. Bambi went to the other room. I don't know what happened. He got spooked, or maybe he heard something. It was weird. I'm gonna edit this. I'm gonna get to sleep, and sweet dreams. I'll talk to you tomorrow, and love life.